As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Desperados force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Play stopped by Damone Clark. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the red zone now. Finds his man Rice. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
To the air, 3rd and long. That throw finds Kittle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Desperados parlay the interception into points. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 36. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Benson on 1st and 10. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. It's Benson on the give. And he gets him around 6 there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll give him a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throwing off the play fake here. Headed out right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. Ready.
From midfield now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Okay, ready.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go. Come 19, come 19. And up.
He'll throw it yet again. Across his body, defenders there. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Kittle brings it in. They get 37 on the play. And that'll give them a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So it'll be 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 rings, 70 rings. Hut, hut.
He'll throw again on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Desperados get it down to a single point. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Desperados tie things up at 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give now to Benson. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. This has the makings. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll throw it. Forced out to him. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. So the defense decides to decline the penalty.
Ready up. Reload. Let's go now.
They'll try it left with ETN. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Go.
They go right back to ETN. Hits a seam at the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And they'll have first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. ETN on the catch. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Back now, pressure on its way. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give him a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Man in motion here.
18 Rattler.
2nd and 10 now. Completes this one to Rice. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Wilson's got it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Come on. Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Still sticking with the passing game. Hits his running back. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. Go.
Throwing it again here. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Go.
He'll look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Smash. Check, Bobcat. Take go.
They'll run with Benson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's a throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw now. It's taken in by Lamb. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. They'll throw it again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Desperados make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He's going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now give. It's ETN headed left. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Warrior 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives them the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
7 Pirates, 2nd Pirate. Go.
They'll throw on 1st. Hauled in by Rice. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Go.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a give to ETN. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. Let's go now.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Three.
Now a run with Benson. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Picked up on that play by big Quinton Williams. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Able to get it to Benson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing it to start this drive. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
They've got a man in motion. On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Set up. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
Back to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Run here with Benson. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Benson once more. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Benson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Go! Buffalo 18! Go street!
To throw again on 2nd and 10. That throw finds Kittle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
From the 47. Lays out, what a catch. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 3 quarters in the book. They've got first down from the 31.
Set. Go.
He'll throw it yet again. ETN on the catch. He's got it in the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Got you. Ready?
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come 19, come 19. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
On the run, it's ETN. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Pioneer. Check go.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. This is Benson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Here's a give to Benson. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Go, Jack. Go.
Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Desperados have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Back now, pressure on its way. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets up close to the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 41.
10. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Throwing it again here. Kittle brings it in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And they're going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Come 19. Come 19.
Sending a receiver left. They are throwing it again. Wilson's got it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the 29. Hits his running back. Running in the red zone. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Let go.
ETN. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Desperados have taken the lead late. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Bronco switch. Hand the streak. Check go.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
19 right. 60
Setting up to pass. Finds a man right side. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Here he is to throw. He's got a man left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go now.
Now to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go.
Looking to throw it. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now a carry by ETN. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.